Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So as you guys know, Orion was doing really decently well in PvP, kind of like that counter option to these Sylphira teams going around. However, there's a way to really to shut down this Orion team and make your Sylphira win again. And it is just using HP recovery blockers, whether it be Igor, whether it be Satrana, because actually Orion is so dependent on HP recovery from his own skills as well as EV, and then also all of this other protection he has in order to bruise him and be able to 1v5 in the end. He needs all this healing and shielding. So if you can reduce his vitality, that is a major problem for Orion, or if you can block his HP recovery with a hero like Igor, also equally major problem for Orion. So I'm going to actually show you guys. So first of all, I'm going to show you, if you go for a standard Sylphira type team comp, it is not going to work against Orion, just to show you that this does not work. And then we're going to actually show you, okay, how we can counter it and make it really consistent. So look at this. Basically, the whole team is dead other than Orion, but he's going to 1v5 because this is what he does. With the EV healing, with all this buffs that he has from his team, we're not even going to, so we're going to barely take out the Hepler life right now. He's going to come back to life with the full health, and he's going to clean up everyone. And there's no chance Sylphira cannot beat this Orion head to head, as you guys can see here. So we thought it's just a hard counter to Sylphira, and there's going to be no other way that we can actually beat this with a Sylphira team. But that is not the case. All we have to do is we have to add in one hero which is going to do HP recovery blocking. So I'm going to show you Igor first of all, and you guys are going to see this. So now what's going to happen here, Igor is going to jump into the enemy team, and that's going to block the HP recovery. That's one of Igor's skills, right? Basically 50% reduction in HP recovery. So Igor's going to jump around on their head, block, reducing the HP recovery. You can see by the heart icon, the red heart icon. Look at this. Orion is already dead 12 seconds in the first life. And now when he comes back to life, he has hardly any healing because the Hepler life hardly contributed anything to him. And, okay, that was still kind of, honestly, that was still crazy close. That there was just Athalia standing. He somehow killed both the Sylphira and everything. Igor and everything. But it shows you that, yes, with that HP recovery block, the Hepler healing when he comes back to life is much lower, much reduced. EV healing is far reduced. And so it's just not going to, he's not going to be able to bruise or out-bruise the Sylphira anymore. And if we go ahead and now show you Satrana. Satrana is even more consistent because Satrana has that, 60 or actually 80 vitality debuff in total, and you're going to be able to provide or apply Satrana's debuff quick into the match because of all these allies who are going to be sparked up at the beginning. You can see here we already have that red heart on the Orion. His HP recovery is reduced, and so he is going to kill some of your units here. But look at this, the Hepler healing is hardly anything. So even though he gets off another ultimate, he barely can heal. And so this is the crazy thing, if you do not have HP recovery for him, he's going to be completely useless, and Hepler isn't even going to protect him that much because the Hepler, that additional healing that Hepler does after the immunity to fatal blow is just not healing enough. And so it majorly counters Orion. So this is the problem, guys. Like, Orion really dependent on this extra life and healing from Hepler and EV, and if you shut that down, what can he really do anymore? So this is big news, and honestly, this is a reason that I would have to say, if you haven't already recruited for Orion, I would say probably stay away from it, because this is a major, this is a major weakness that he has. And you have a lot of HP recovery blockers, like Frieren has HP recovery block, although Orion can somehow still beat some of the Frieren teams, but also Gwyneth has HP recovery block, Satrana, Igor, and if in the future more HP recovery blockers come out, it's just going to be a bad time for Orion. And like one of his best counter matchups, which was Sylphira, all you have to do is just run Satrana, Igor in the team, and you're as good as you're good to go. And this team is no longer going to counter you. So the reason I like Igor kind of more in the Sylphira team, I feel like it overall synergizes the team more compared to Satrana. Also, it doesn't matter if the enemy has a Mihira because Igor, Satrana can be really countered by Mihira, but Igor not really. And yeah, so if you see and Igor also, he has synergy with Athalia, right, who's already unplanned to run the team because Igor can jump around, Athalia can jump around, but I guess Satrana may be the better choice either way. But this is just to show you, yes, it's going to be is going to be hard now to actually run Orion. Because what other matchups does he actually do well into? Saida can test healing comp, he cannot beat because it has too much stall factor. Now Sylphira with these modifications of Igor, Satrana, he cannot beat anymore. And what else does that really leave him, right? Like, if you have Gunner Gwyneth, good position Gunner Gwyneth, he cannot beat. Because if you have like a Gunner blocking the Kulu wall at the front, then he cannot beat that. And so what really does he have left? This Frieren Wilder is really the only team that he has left, kind of. But if we just show that as an example here, like if we run it with the Wingard spell for that additional protection, and we go ahead and run the Frieren Wilder comp, you guys are going to see that there is a good, decent enough chance that even Frieren will win. And actually, now with the new pay-to-win artifact, I feel like the chance is even better. This is a Valor Shield spell. I think this is a perfect spell to be running on this team, because when you have a position like this, you can get it on Frieren and Theodore. You're frontmost and rearmost, and I think Frieren does really well with this unaffected and the haste buff at the beginning. So you guys are going to see this. Frieren is going to HP recovery block because she has a vitality debuff with her Hellfire skill. And so the healing of Orion is not going to be very effective. So you guys are seeing it right here. We do get both Ravion and Himmel do go down, so Orion has a chance here, I guess. Especially if he can get his ultimate off on Frieren, but he didn't manage to get it here. And with the HP recovery block we have with Frieren, we're probably going to take him out right now. Actually, I don't know. It looks like he can duel Frieren pretty effectively. So definitely against Frieren, I think he has a decent chance of winning. We do end up winning here, but it did look close. I don't know whether how consistent this would be or not. But basically, this is kind of like what the problem is looking like for Orion. HP recovery really counters him. And also just stall out teams which are not easily killable counters him. And so where does it leave him? That's a bit problematic. And this is why I said in my video of Gwyneth or Orion, who is the stronger PvP hero. I was very confident that Gwyneth is a stronger PvP hero. And clearly now that is the case. Very clearly evident right now. Orion definitely will be good. I'm still planning to run him in Clash fronts. I think there are going to be some matchups which he's going to be good against. You don't always have to think, okay, he can't match up to some of the top tier teams, so that means he's not useful. That's not the case. He can match up to a lot of decently meta teams. But the question is he, you know, is he worth investing into? And no, I think Gwyneth is the hero you want a max Paragon upgrade for this season. And Orion, I mean, for really PvP enthusiasts, you can. But Gwyneth is a major one for this season. Gwyneth is the queen of this season. If we go ahead and show you, like, I wanted to test actually like some more maybe free-to-play versions, like let's say a light bearer version without Kulu, because some people don't have Kulu. So like, what if we went for a fully light bearer team comp? I don't know, like we can go for something like this, like, you know, kind of like a budget light bearer team comp with Eevee. Let's just see how something like this is going to do. If Gunner's up front to tank, oh, he doesn't even tank Orion. Orion gets to the back line. So like, Orion's going to shred. Whoever's not protected, he's going to shred. Probably he's going to win here. Because all that's left now is Gunner and Gwyneth. Like, we do pop the Hepler life, but he's going to get off another ultimate. No, Gunner is able to take it. Gunner is able to take it pretty effectively. And look, again, we have the HP recovery block from Gwyneth. And so this is just, again, evidence that Gwyneth probably is better, even in like this overall considered budget comp. I know it has Gunner. If you didn't have Gunner, you would definitely lose. But the other heroes are kind of more budget. It's not like Kulu, no Alicent and things like that. And it is still beating the Orion. So that's really what I have to say in this video, guys. We found the counter to Orion, which is HP recovery block, which a lot of heroes do actually happen to have, interestingly enough. And more heroes in the future could also be released with it. Now, this doesn't mean Orion is a bad hero, and if you invested in him, you should be sad. I don't think so. I'm still planning to run him in Clash Royale, like I said, in Supreme League. I'm probably also still planning to run him. But it's just that there are going to be counters to it. He's not going to be foolproof. And like we thought it was a guaranteed win into Alna Sylphira, but that was before the HP recovery block idea came around, and now that's here, and that's going to be good enough. But it's crazy because the Frieren HP recovery block is not enough. You guys know Frieren has that vitality debuff for this skill, but it's only 20, or it's only 50, right? 50, but that should still be enough. So you would think that even Frieren would work in this comp, but it doesn't exactly work. Like, if we just go ahead and show this to you as an example, like, let's say we go for, you can go, I think we go for frontline spell, and we can go for Athalia as well for more nuking power. So let's say we go for something like this. Is this gonna be 100% win rate? Oh, Frieren defensive magic isn't on the Sylphira, so that's a mistake. But let's just go with it anyway. Let's just go with it and see what happens here. Like with the Frieren vitality debuff, I mean, it should be technically enough, right? I would think it would be enough. Yeah, it does look to be enough, right? Okay, so this is really going to be the way that you want to go with this, which is that Frieren can work. It doesn't have to be Satrana. It doesn't have to be Igor. It's actually really interesting. So my Supreme Arena defense is going to change actually, because I just uploaded my Supreme Arena defense video, but I ran Igor in it thinking that that's going to be the best option. But I think Frieren is going to be the better option. Frieren is going to be the better option for sure. Like, if we go ahead and show you an example like this, you're going to see what happens here. So Sylphira gets a defensive magic of Frieren. You activate frontline spell with the Mihira and stuff, and the Thalia jumping in, which is the whole plan. So how is this going to work? Okay, so Orion does shred here. He shreds most of the team, and he even shreds the Frieren. So I think positioning is actually going to be the real... Positioning is going to be very important for this. But either way, you guys are seeing that this is going to work. This is going to work effectively. Maybe even give the Frieren defensive magic to the Phantom on the front. But anyway, this is what we can conclude from this, which is that Orion is not going to be like a hard counter to Sylphira any longer, as long as you prepare and build your team, focus around dealing with that. It's going to be hard for the enemy to basically deal with you. So that's why I feel like Orion is in an uncertain spot right now. I would be very wary of investing into him. If you invest into him, I think it's fine. You'll definitely make use of him, but I don't think he's on the same tier as Gwyneth. Gwyneth is top tier, and I think that Orion is one tier below. Also, there's probably going to be potentially another S level coming out this season. So potentially there could be another swap target, season swap target, or just swapping into Peggy, who's also pretty decent in PvP. But like, I would not say that I would, like, if you haven't pulled for Orion yet or Pair 1 upgraded him, I would say probably wait. He's not on the tier of Gwyneth, and you know, every season we get at least one hero on the tier of Gwyneth, or maybe more than one hero. And so those are really the heroes you want to be pulling if you're even a PvP focused player. So anyway guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. If you have any other ideas of Orion or your testing experience with him, feel free to share that. Thanks you guys all so much for watching. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.